Okay, this program is called Wireless Network Watcher. It scans your network, and here's my modem right here, my DSL, and all my computers it's found. Now I'm not showing you the details of it just because I'm paranoid. Anyway, it will find every device that's logged into your modem or your DSL, whatever it is, and it will display the IP address, the device name, and what it calls itself, the computer. I think my HP is Pegatron Corporation. Of course, this is your router, your computer, the first detected on. It'll even have the names. That's covered up over here. But handy little program just for all you paranoid people out there who, give out your password or whatever, and wonder if anybody's using it without your knowledge or whatever. So that's Wireless Network Watcher. Okay, this next program is called tinywall. It works with your Windows 7 firewall, built-in firewall, and it stays on your system tray. There's the icon there, and it really doesn't pop up much and asks you anything. You've got lists you can block or let it have free access to. You can change the mode to just block everything or normal mode. The only thing, it's irritating, but you can't really say it's irritating because this is the purpose. It blocks activity and it doesn't really bug you with anything, but if you want something to run, like some shockwave flash or whatever, and or a different browser or whatever, and nothing's working coming up, this program is not going to tell you that it's blocking it, but it is. So if you can't get something on the internet to come up, you're going to have to go in here and tell it, okay, enable, and this is where these extra settings come in. For whatever program, you can select a process, something running on your computer at the moment, or you can browse for a file on your computer that you want to have unfettered access to or to block. And so these are, you're picking your rules, and so you just allow, block, or always block this traffic from this program or whatever, or no restrictions, and then you just hit OK. And basically what it would do is Windows Firewall would basically follow. It's like entering Windows Firewall and telling it what files it can block and let have access to. There's another window where it'll just show the processes running, and you can add an application, I think, to have access to or whatever, or to work on. I have one of these. I have this tinywall on two computers, my laptop and another one, and it's kind of nice. Usually I have the onlinearmor. That's what I prefer on my main computer, which I'm recording from now. I prefer that one because it has much more options, and it pops up if something tries to contact the internet, so I prefer that. On the rest of them, I don't use the internet too much, or I just use it to stream, so I don't need that, a lot of things bugging me. But on this computer, I use onlinearmor. But this has a good use to it. I like the philosophy of not being bugged with your firewall. So that's tinywall firewall. Okay, this next program is called onlinearmor. Currently, I have version 7. I think the first version I put on was version 5 something. So I prefer this one on all my main computers. It has a web shield, program guard, anti-keylogger, but basically you just use it as a firewall. And you can set all the programs you want to block. It's real easy to unblock them. You have programs you want to block. It's pretty easy to change. You just go down to the system tray, right click. You can have show firewall status, block all traffic in case you get a virus or something you're not sure is going on. Check mark these if you want, extra protection like program guard to run. Right now I just have my firewall on, and I prefer this program. I've tried a lot of them, and I like the looks, the style. It's very reliable, and it's free. Or at least I have the free edition, so this works great for me. So this is like, what is it? MZSoft, from MZSoft, onlinearmor. Okay, virustotal is a website. You choose the file on your hard drive. You want to check it to see if it has viruses. Scan it, and a lot of times they've already scanned it, and within seconds it'll tell you the results. And they do that with a hash, like the SHA1 hash. They basically it's a unique identifying, 20-some character digit that represents the file. So if one little byte is altered, it changes the whole number. So a lot of this is already cataloged. You scan it, it'll show you a whole bunch of results to see, what other virus programs. They've got a whole list of like 20 or 30 different, like malware, all types of different antivirus programs I've never even heard of, and their take on what this file could possibly have. So I use this a lot, virustotal. Okay, this program's called csved, short for csved. That's comma separated values edit. Right now I've just got a generic file in there. You have to set the separator, so it's got comma, semicolon, tab, pipe, or other, and you can specify. Otherwise it's not going to recognize what's separating it and just have one column for everything. So the new version 2.3.1 is out, and I've used this program for several years and I love it. You hit the columns and it does sorting. It's got a quick edit here to where you just click on, let's say here, flattening of emotions. You can just edit the name there if you want to do a quick edit. Okay, hide columns. You can have automatic widths. There's just so much here. Delete columns, copy, move columns, date to column, random numbers. Okay, here's another tab. Change the date pattern, which I use a lot on my banking. So it does it in order, year, month, day. So it sorts the column correctly. Just so much stuff. Let me open it up here. Join. You can join columns together, split columns at certain points before certain words. This has got everything you need. adding leading zeros to numbers, modify. It's just got so much stuff. This is a one-stop shop for all your needs for CSV. It's got some XML stuff too. I think I'll just leave it there. It's got a quick column, clipboard, quick select column. Here gives you a little bit of what you can join and split. So when you click this, then the certain tab comes down. Really neat program. I store all my I have a database of all my CDs I've bought. I think that's a good use for this. So CSV edit. Okay. This next one is called treeprint. You probably have to choose a folder and the treeprint will come up. And you can save a text file of the results, and here's the options. And I've already got an image here of what you can expect. Here's the text style. I've taken all the pertinent names out, but it's a real nice tree looking thing, easy to understand your tree structure. Okay, I have it here too. But you can save options. Here's your options. Maximum folder levels, no limit, spaces to individual levels, default editor, that sort of thing. And this is great for printing CD labels, booklets of your backup DVDs, data DVDs. So that this is I think originally a PCMagazine.com program that I got when it was like free, the website. You didn't have to be a member or to pay for a membership, and they just let all these programs out back in like 98, 97, and they only had it open for a year, but I downloaded all these programs. And in order to get this program you have to be a member, I think, but I've got it on my website, my old one that I downloaded. So it's treeprint, and check it out. Okay, this program is called XML Notepad 2007. I think it's a Windows program. Here we go. Microsoft Corporation. I don't think they haven't done any updates to it. That would be nice if they did. But still, in and of its own, it's a great program for quick edits. This is my freeware list that I use for kind of what you're watching now. It's in XML, and the website uses the XML file to what you see visually. So it's a kind of a database, not really a web page, but it uses the XML to create the web page. But the XML editor is great. If you just click on it, you can click out of it, click enter to save. That's what's nice about this over any other XML editors, the ease of use. Here's the wheel, turn the wheel and it scrolls up and it synchronizes with the panel over here, so it's real easy to edit, paste. I think this is the best notepad for my purposes. I can't think of another. Well, there's another XML notepad coming up after this one, but this is the best. The only thing that they could add is like upper or lowercase. That would be the only thing it'd be nice for them to add. But you can delete. You can actually go over here and move. I can actually move this up So you can move these around. So you can, it's not stuck where it's at. You can actually drag these different sections around to organize them however you want. So that's it for XML Notepad 2007. Okay, this editor is it's an XML editor from reitec. I think it's German. I'm not sure. I think I don't know how often they put out a new version, but this is I think it's free because it has advertisement just when you hit the about. But I like this XML editor because it shows the child values and it kind of mixes it all together with the child values and the XML, the regular XML. So the editing, you got to double click. The editing's all right. It's not as good as XML Notepad 2007, but like I said, the advantage is if you have child nested in the XML tags, it'll show these values so you can change it. So that's it for the reitec XML editor. Okay, this program is called xlcalendar. It is on version 1.7 right now. He's put out a couple versions in the past 4 or so years. Basically, you have a template file you can open, and you must have Microsoft Excel. You just hit open, and you can customize the colors. As you can see here, I put in different colors, but it just makes different calendars. Here I've got 3 months, but I have, I think, combined 2 years before, a half of one year and a half of the other year. And I don't think I have it up here, but you can have 2 by 6. Right now this is 3 by 4, so 3 across and 4 down. So there's 1 by 12, 2 by 6, 3 by 4, my version there, and then 4 by 3. So very handy program, just generates the XML for you, and here's the result. Very nice. That is xlcalendar 1.7. winprn. This is an old program. This is a Windows 3.1 program that I found. It'll take a text file, not a Word document, just plain old text, and if you've got a lot on one page, it'll print a page, but you can also lower or make the text smaller and fit 2 pages worth on 1 page. And then you can even go even smaller if you can see it. Use the 4 to put all that 4 pages on 1 page. And so far it's worked pretty good on Windows 7. Here's I guess you can have the font, do some different things here, print page outline, that kind of thing. And then when you pick the file, you just hit this will light up, and you hit it and it'll print it. I usually use print to PDF to, so I'm not like burning pages. Print to PDF to see if it's good enough, and print it from there. So this is winprn or winprn. I doubt if you could ever find this anywhere. I think I dug it out of an old backup CD. So that's it for winprn.